Rabbi Nachman teaches that through simplicity and faith, a person can come to great joy. Through tmimuto and emunato, Adam yachol lavo lesimcha gdola. It's an amazing idea, because most people, they're caught up with all types of difficulties and problems, and they preoccupy their minds, and they don't allow a person to be happy. They have a joke, even they say that sometimes a person is so preoccupied in what he's going through, his troubles and everything, that if now a mosquito would come to bite him, or a bee to sting him, he wouldn't feel it, because he's so preoccupied in the difficulty he's going through, so he wouldn't pay attention that he's being bitten by a mosquito or by a bee or something like that, because his head is too much involved in that. Rabbi Nachman teaches that's not the attitude. The attitude is to always live in the present moment, to be connected to the present moment. The nachon, it's not easy, it's easier said than done, but this should be the goal, and it's not so hard to do. He said by a person having tmimut, simplicity and faith, he can come to tremendous joy. Why is that? One of the reasons why is that the case is because when a person lives in a simple attitude, he's living in the present. He has worries. All the worries are mainly about, oh my God, what's going to be? What am I going to do? What's going to happen? Future events. And it can happen, it may not happen. But this is now like person's thrown in a scenario, okay, what can be the outcome? And he begins to fret and see, A can happen, B and C and everything. And then the person gets caught up, so I have to do like this. And what happens if I do like this or like that? And the person gets preoccupied in thinking about a future incident that may not even happen. As opposed to saying, okay, it's a problem, I see now the problems, I have no solution right now, it's just going to weigh me down and get me frustrated and down and worried and everything. That's not going to help. So I might as well leave it on the side until Hashem gives me guidance. I will daven about it, but now's not the time. Now I must live in the present, and I must push this on the side. Normally when you do that, number one, solutions all of a sudden come to you that you never even thought of, ideas. That's why it's always good to say, let me think about it, not to make immediate decisions, because the time you have when your person is caught up and stricken with like a difficulty, so he can't think clearly because of the overwhelming experience. What's needed is time to think. Normally 95% of the cases, when you allow yourself the time to think clearly and you push it off aside, now I can't think about the situation, what to do, so there's no use making a decision and even thinking about it right now, so I'll push it on the side. There's like a rule in the Gemara, shev ve'al ta'aseh adif. Sit and don't do anything is always better when you don't know what to do clearly. When it's not 100% clear what to do, don't do anything. Wait until Hashem makes things clearer. And by doing that, that's a simple attitude. And having emunah that Hashem will never throw in a situation, because sometimes people say, no, we need an answer right now. You have to give an answer right now. You're pushed. Excuse me, Hashem is running the world, not you, not me, not anybody else. Why this pressure, which is the antithesis of emunah? Emunah basically means, when faced with a difficult situation, just let go. Let Hashem open up the situation. Be calm. Nothing good ever came out of hasty and quick and unsettled decisions in life. Wait, hold on, and let Hashem give you guidelines in making him a direction. Sometimes you won't even need to make a decision, because Hashem solves the situation and you get back to people, okay, I have an answer. It's okay, we took care of it, it's alright, we don't need it anymore. So you saved unnecessary wasting time, God forbid. You saved that. You saved yourself from that experience and living in the present moment. There was a money changer here in Yerushalayim who was very close to Rav Levi Yitzhak Bender in the Breslev Shul, and once he spoke about a very big loan and a big situation to do, and not much thought was needed to decide yes or no, and yet Rav Levi Yitzhak Bender told him, let me get back to you tomorrow. So the man was shocked. It's a simple yes or no. It doesn't require, there's no such a loss, there's nothing bad about it. Why is he taking the time? And then the next day, Rabbi Yitzhak said, okay, let's do it. So he said to him, why didn't you tell me that yesterday? It was so simple and straightforward, you could have told me. He said, Rabbi Yitzhak Bender, I wanted to first do Hitbodedut on it, because I wanted the answer to come through prayer and not through using my logic. I wanted to give the situation that Hashem should give me the situation after having davened about it, as opposed to not having davened about it and just using my brain, because then I risk more that there's less divine providence and success in what we're doing if it's just the brain, as opposed to someone davening about it. So you get it that it comes through this key. The Zohar talks about Rav Hamnuna Sava. Some say he's buried in Meron, right outside below Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, before the entrance to coming into Meron, along the highway from the south, from Shammai. There's a grave there called Rav Hamnuna Sava. They say about him, if he's the one from the Zohar, that before eating, he had food, he had money at home, he would have a meal, and he would go in the corner before eating the meal, and he would say, Hashem, please send me food to eat, send me money to have food to eat. And he had the table set, he had food, yet he pretended and acted as if he had nothing, and he asked Hashem, please send me food and everything, and then he would eat, because he wanted everything to come through prayer. This is something amazing. To do that, obviously, when things come to prayer, that means you're going to have to wait and not to fret. But this message of simplicity and emunah can bring a person to joy when you live with that attitude, that you don't make any hasty decisions, you wait for everything, then you are truly living your life. You can truly be happy because you're living in the present moment, and the pressures that people are trying to give you, or situations or scenarios, they don't knock you down, they don't push you down from your joy, because of your simplicity and your simple faith.